Okay, day 336 here at the famous District Court of D.C. We haven't heard anything from the prosecution about our lawsuit or our motion for reconsideration. What's interesting is the first motion, the file that I first filed, has now been removed from the system under the auspices of lack of public interest. So within 5 days, normally they hold it at least 30 days. It's been removed for lack of public interest. So here on the John Wilkes Booth walkway going up to the courthouse, that's what's happened. So anyway, on to other things. We are going to electronically submit. Now it's interesting, the person who was submitting the renewed paperwork motion electronically, she had all kinds of problems last night. I was up until 4 in the morning rebuilding her computer. Something horrible happened. But we get through these little things and move on. We'll get it put in there. A couple of other items today that are interesting are that Rao Abbas, the crowd seems to think that it's the fat guy. I think it's the guy with the Dumbo ears, kind of the younger guy with the gangster glasses. Everybody I think no, Rao Abbas is the fat guy. But this is the process that could have been sped up so much if we would just have reenacted with Laurel. But that's okay. I think with Rao Abbas, we've got so much around Manitoba and so much at the 634 address for Lacine. They're so close together. I think if I go there and just film that area and then show her the picture of Rao Abbas, he's a hard guy to miss. I think everyone will have a positive identification on Rao Abbas. And at least we can get to a second picture out of the conspirators. We're still at Mary Surratt's Tavern as far as this investigation's going on. We only know one. We only know John Wilkes Booth. We don't know any of the other conspirators. So that's what we're trying to do. We're still stuck at Mary Surratt's house trying to identify the second conspirator, which is Rao Abbas. That's okay. We're going to keep doing it. A couple of other things that have come out is this Freitag, the Freitag codes, the now famous Freitag codes. Some people think it's a simple replacement code, that the alphanumerics being replacements for 1 to 9, and they are identity theft codes. I don't know. Put it in there, see what you think. Some people are saying they tie to Bank of America. Some people are saying they tie to another bank that I can't think of right now. But we'll send those out. Who knows? That's something I didn't think of. It's a good idea. The idea could be, if it is like the targeting that Imran's dad did with the farmers in Faisalabad, what you do is you take a group of people or area of land you want, and then you plan a low-intensity campaign to slowly ruin their lives, basically. So you put all kinds of pressure on them, but you don't do it the same way. You put a little bit of pressure here with a child over here, put pressure on the wife over there. You do different things so it doesn't look obvious, like you're going and cleaning out all these people. And then you get them in financial pressure, then you get them to sign a deal. So this very famous case was Dawn. Dawn was written up in Dawn in 2009, and so we're looking into that as a modus operandi. Basically, not only are the people eliminated in some cases, children are kidnapped in some cases, daughters are raped, really nasty stuff. So this is, if you look at that case, it isn't just stealing people's land. This is nasty. This is drug dealer nasty. So we're going to look at that as a model for maybe what's happened in Virginia. Is some of the targeting with the sexual targeting, with the LaQuea, and I'm saying the name deliberately wrong, partially, but you know who I mean. Was LaQuea being used as a honeypot to bring over people? Because so many people are in Alexandria, and because of the police force of Alexandria being involved in this with Freitag, and Freitag being involved with the low-light cameras, and Freitag being accused of filming young girls, and all these high schools and all these houses being so close to the high school tracks, it's just this bad combination of, hey, let's use these girls right here that are running track to be our bait for our diplomats, and we'll have these UAE guys really like us. They'll take us on rides in their helicopters. We'll go to exclusive resorts. We'll have, fun, and we'll give girls out like people give out candy or cheese and crackers when people come into the hotel. We're just going to give them the girls. So is this an exploitation scheme? Is this an exploitation scheme in Alexandria, Virginia? Is this the local law enforcement being used as sort of a fun times group and also a dirty trick squad for when something goes wrong up here? Is that what's really happening? It seems that way. It's with this whole fly tank thing, with the low light cameras. There's this now Amon Brothers that we've looked at that has this $8 million of contracts. We don't know if it's related or not. We don't know if they took the W and made it an M, Amon Brothers, but there's a lot of contracts, Department of Agriculture, lots of stuff happening. But the key thing here is 6304. 6304, Lacine. If we could just get Laurel to look at that and also look at Rao Abbas, I'll film the area around there to try to jog her memory. I think that's where she met. And she might have been, she said she went to one place and it wasn't the right place and then she went around the corner. A lot of times criminals do that because they'll have you meet at one spot to know you're there and to check you out, see if you're being followed, and then they'll have you move around the corner to the spot they want you to meet. I don't know. That just seems like what, you know, a criminal's corner, they call that. So we don't know. So I'm going to go there, film it. We know what the two different Abbases look like. We can show it to her like a mugshot, standard police work, and see what Laurel says.